What is good, everybody? It's your boy Hayden, and today we are back with another video, and it is officially the day after WWE Royal Rumble 2023, and today we're going to discuss the highlights and the official review of the entire show. Now, as always, if you guys enjoy this video or any of my content, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys thought about the Royal Rumble show. And without further ado, let's get right into this video. Alright, so starting off the show, we had the return of the one, the only Pat McAfee to the commentary team. I, for one, am very, very excited to see Pat McAfee back. He's going to end up being on the announce team with Michael Cole, more than likely, if I had to guess. Me personally, I wish that he would go to Raw and replace Kevin Patrick, because no hate on Kevin Patrick, but I cannot stand listening to him on commentary. But overall, pretty good start to the show. I'm very excited to see Pat McAfee. He's been gone doing a lot of college football stuff lately, but now he is officially back, and it looks like he is going to be once again joining the WWE commentary team. Now, we got to talk about the men's Royal Rumble match. Now, this match actually kicked off the show. This was the first match on the card. I think personally this is probably one of the best Royal Rumbles I've ever been alive to see. It was very entertaining. We had a lot of returns such as the likes of Logan Paul. We had your boy Booker T. We had Cody Rhodes return at number 30. Another surprise entrance we had Edge. But aside from all the surprise entrances that we had last night, we got to talk about one spot, and that is Logan Paul and Ricochet just putting on for the city for no apparent reason. These two dudes got on each side of the ring and did a springboard attack and met mid-air, hit each other with clotheslines, and then fell crashing to the floor. Love him or hate him, y'all gotta admit there is nobody else that could have rather done that spot with Ricochet other than Logan Paul, and that's just my honest opinion. Logan Paul is actually insanely athletic. I think that he's very good at what he does when he is in the ring, and it definitely has to be one of the most insane spots that I have ever seen in a Royal Rumble match. Overall, this Royal Rumble was very good. I think that it included a lot of great superstars and was able to showcase a lot of superstars' actual in-ring ability itself. And after Cody Rhodes came out at number 30, he was actually able to secure the win and secure the Royal Rumble victory. It came down to him, Seth Rollins, and Gunther. And then Logan Paul came back in the ring because apparently he wasn't eliminated, so he eliminated Seth Rollins. Low-key looking like a Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins feud might be building up towards WrestleMania. I'm not entirely sure about that. It sounds like something that they might just want to do for no reason. But before we go any further, I have to give a huge shout out to Gunther. He definitely held his own after coming out at number 1 in the entire 30-man Royal Rumble, and I'm pretty sure he broke the record for longest time in a Royal Rumble ever, which might have been like an hour 11 minutes or an hour and 16 minutes, somewhere around there. So shout out to Gunther for being able to put on that big of a show for us. I always knew he had it in him, but hopefully last night a lot more people realized it themselves, and I'm very excited to see if they go through with this rumor that everyone keeps hearing about Gunther versus Brock Lesnar as a possible WrestleMania match. You know, who knows, we'll see, but if it does happen, it's definitely going to be a banger. Now hold up real quick. We got to talk about the next match that happened, which was the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. Now, if you guys have been keeping up at all with any of this content on my channel, you know that Bray Wyatt is my favorite active wrestler. You know that he's probably around my second or third favorite wrestler of all time. But I have to be honest, WWE, this was not it. The Pitch Black match was not it. This is not what anyone wanted to see. This was very, very disappointing for me as a huge Bray Wyatt fan. This isn't even me coming from a spot of hatred like a lot of people I keep seeing on Twitter and on Instagram. This is me coming to you as an honest Bray Wyatt fan. This was not it. Now, I'll be completely honest with you guys. I think that visually, it did look really cool. I like the black light and the glow-in-the-dark little stuff they had going on. Whatever, that's cool. But for Bray Wyatt's comeback match, and for everything that Bray Wyatt has been putting work into, I really, really hope that this was not anywhere near his idea. Now, this picture you guys see on the screen right now, this was Bray Wyatt's look during his entrance. I think that this looked completely badass. I really like the way it looks. And then when the lights went off, he had this little face paint thing going on, which also looked really badass. He had like some kind of red UV light contacts in or whatever. But apart from the actual look of the match, I'm just not a fan. You know, there was some decent stuff, like they both went through the announce table and a bunch of little like glow-in-the-dark beads popped out that I feel like maybe they wanted it to look like fireflies or something. You know, there were decent spots, and I think that Bray Wyatt looked really cool, but you know, it wasn't all that. It was not what I expected, and it low-key disappointed me after I sat there and thought about it for the rest of the show. To my complete surprise, Bray Wyatt actually got the win. He didn't get distracted by Uncle Howdy and end up losing. But Bray Wyatt got the win. You know, they're showing replays. The camera cuts back to him, and he has this new mask on. I'm not sure what this mask is. I'm not sure what it means. But I can tell you, as soon as he put it on, bro turned into a menace. LA Knight was sitting there, beating him with kendo sticks, trying to walk away, hitting him with everything he had, and Bray Wyatt was just getting hit across the neck with a kendo stick and still charging full force at LA Knight through the entire arena. It kind of reminded me of a little callback to The Fiend. You know, he puts his mask on, and he's this really strong force who is basically unstoppable. But anyways, he chases LA Knight up to this platform through the crowd, and he puts the mandible claw on him, and then you look up and Uncle Howdy is standing above him, and you know, they're standing there, they're sharing this little moment, and then Uncle Howdy just like yeets his body off the shits, and he sends LA Knight through the platform, flames and fireworks shooting up or whatever. And then after this, Bray Wyatt's puppets are above him. They pop up and Bray Wyatt does his little pose. It's a shout out to Brody Lee. I always love when he does that. And then the match is over. That's it. You know, I don't know what Uncle Howdy's doing. I don't know what Bray Wyatt's doing. I don't know why the puppets are still involved. I thought that we were done with that. I don't know what's happening. But honestly, I think it's really cool that I don't know what's happening, because I love how Bray Wyatt's mind works. I love how creative he is. I just don't think that the Mountain Dew sponsorship and the Pitch Black match was really for that. I wish that it would have been for the next match on the show, which I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it sucked bad. I wish that it would have been on the Bianca and Alexa Bliss match. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about this match. You already know what it was. Bianca and Alexa fought. Bianca won. There was no point in it. I don't know why they even, you know, wanted to include this at this spot in the show. I wish that the Mountain Dew Pitch Black stuff would have been on this match. It might have made it a little bit more interesting. But basically, Bianca beat Alexa, she leaves, and an Uncle Howdy video pops up. Alexa looks at it, the lights go off, and that's it. That's the end of the match. So we're going to go ahead and get into the next one, because that was not it at all. Next up, we had the Women's Royal Rumble match, and this match was actually very, very good. Rhea Ripley came out at number 1, ended up winning the entire thing. The first two was Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Huge shout out to Rhea Ripley. She's finally showing that she has it in her to be a top star, which, you know, once again, we all knew, but as casual fans, you know, when they're sitting there throwing her around with Dominic, making her look stupid, not a lot of people might have realized that. I'm over exaggerating a little bit. I completely loved this match. I thought it was awesome. We had a lot of surprises. We had Asuka come out looking badass in her Kana face paint. We had Michelle McCool basically just sitting ringside, and her music hits, and she gets up and gets in the ring and gets in the match. We had, you know, a lot of NXT talent like Roxanne Perez and Zoe Stark. We had Chelsea Green return. We had number 30, a botched entrance. We had, what do you know, it's her first entrance back and it's already a botch, Nia Jax. I can't stand Nia Jax, guys. I do not want her back. But, you know, maybe this will add some depth to the roster. Maybe this will make it a little better for some people. I'm not sure. I am a certified Nia Jax hater, and I will keep that stance because I'm not impressed by her. I don't like the things she does in ring. I think that she's a dangerous person, just like how Goldberg was back in the day. But aside from Nia Jax, we actually had something interesting, and that's Doudrop, who actually isn't Doudrop. If you guys didn't know her before the name change, her name was Piper Nivens. She came out at the Royal Rumble with her OG name, which I'm actually excited about. I'm excited for her to be a more serious character, and a stare down between her and Nia Jax could actually be good and maybe pique my interest in Nia Jax a little bit more. But yeah, Rhea Ripley with the victory. I think it was a very, very good match. I'm very happy with the outcome. I actually got both my predictions right on the Rumbles. I got Cody and I got Rhea. It ended up coming down to Rhea, Asuka, and Liv Morgan. Then it ended up coming down to Rhea and Liv Morgan. Rhea eliminated her, won the Royal Rumble, as you can tell. And I'm pretty sure that she might have set a record for longest time in a Rumble by a woman. I think at 1 hour and 1 minute. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I think that's what I read last night. Anyways, very big Rhea fan. I'm happy for her. I'm happy that this was the outcome. I've been waiting for Rhea to finally get her push again. But let's get right into the next match, which was Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Universal Championship. The match itself was pretty basic. I'm not a really big fan of any Roman match, unless it's Roman versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, or honestly Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul. That was a really good match. But, you know, the match was pretty basic. It was the regular Roman Reigns match. You know, they do a couple moves. Kevin Owens almost wins as soon as the ref gets knocked out. While the ref's knocked out, Roman Reigns cheats. Yeah, you know how it goes. The end of this match is actually where stuff popped off. Roman Reigns told Sami to hand him a chair. Sami gave him a chair. You know, they're in the ring. They handcuff Kevin Owens. The Bloodline handcuffs Kevin Owens. They're sitting there kicking him in the face. Roman's about to hit him with a chair, and Sami Zayn steps in front of him, which is the photo that you guys see on the screen right now. After he steps in front of him, Roman Reigns is like, you know what? I shouldn't do this. You should. He hands Sami Zayn the chair. He's getting in his face. They're all mad at each other. You know, he's yelling at him. He's like, this is my life. This is my family. This is my bloodline. I'm not playing about it. So Sami Zayn's like, yeah, whatever. He's holding the chair. And then Sami Zayn turns on Roman Reigns and hits him in the back with the steel chair. Shout out Seth Rollins in the Shield. So Roman Reigns just laying on the ground like, ain't no way Sami Zayn just turned on me, hit me with a chair. Jimmy Uso super kicks Sami Zayn. You know, the Bloodline starts beating him up, but Jey Uso can't do it. Jey Uso's crying. He leaves the ring. He walks away, and the Bloodline is currently in shambles right now. Roman gets up. You know, they're beating up on Sami Zayn. They beat him up. They rip his shirt off. They leave him in the ring laying right next to Kevin Owens, and that is how the show went off the air. In my opinion, I'm very happy that this finally happened. It was time for the Bloodline to make a change. It was time for new feuds for Roman, and now that Sami Zayn has officially turned on them, this sets up a potential Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns match at WrestleMania this year. Unfortunately, we did not get Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He did not show up in any capacity. You know, there's just a few hints that they keep talking about him. You know, they're talking about The Rock. They keep talking about how Roman's doing the rock bottom. So I don't know what they're doing there. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below your guys' favorite moments on the entire show. And as always, I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace.